I'm Marin, and this is Post-its and Pens. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin, and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. Today's video is going to be my October makeup basket featuring my new Eyeshadow Roulette picks for the month. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, to very quickly recap September's Eyeshadow Roulette, I did manage to use all 5 shades 5 times, so gourmet, hooray. If you watched that video, you may remember that I did not use random numbers necessarily to pick those shades. Instead, I went through the list of all the palettes and eyeshadows that I own and picked out ones that I had not previously used. So that's how I picked last month's shades. This month I did go ahead and use the random number generator again. I did not record that, but I will take you through the shades that came up. There were 5 of them. I only had to respin or redo the number once because a shade came up that I'd previously used. But this month I'm gonna do an overhead shot featuring the whole palette and then take you through the 5 shades that I'm going to use. So 1 shade from each of those palettes. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so here's a look at the entire palette, and the shade that I'm going to be working on is the shade Apart, which is this dark brown one right here. So we're gonna go ahead and swatch it. I'm kind of giving this overhead shooting a go, so let me know if this is awkward, but here we go. This is the first shade. It's just kind of a chocolatey brown, which should be good to put especially on the lower lash line, which is how I am wearing it today. All right, the next shade that came up was shade 123, which comes from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and that is the shade Cherry Cordial, which is this like burgundy-ish shade right here. This is not a shade that I use very often, so it'll be nice to get a little bit of use out of it. It looks burgundy in the pan. It's showing up a little more brown in person and on camera, but it's got that reddish tone, which will be good for fall. So that will be the second shade I'm going to work on this month. All right, next we have a shade from the Urban Decay Wild Greens palette, and that is the shade Turmeric, which is this kind of like reddish orangish shade up here. Again, a good shade for fall, so let me go ahead and swatch it for you. So there it is right there. This is another one that I have not used a ton of. In this palette, I've really kind of focused on these shades right here and then these 2 neutrals right here. So this one has not gotten a lot of use, so it will be kind of fun to play with that this month and see what I can do with that. Then we had shade 142, which comes from my Sweet Peach palette. This is a palette that I absolutely love, and you will see that the shade is also one that I really love because we already have pan in it, and that is the shade Georgia. It is just a very light, kind of peachy nude color. So as you can see right there, very, very light, but I really like that one. I put it all over the lid and then add some shimmer on top, a little depth in the crease. This is the other shade that I usually put on top of it. It's called Luscious. That one is my favorite in this palette. But yes, so this will be the other shade that I'm gonna work on from this palette, and I should definitely have no trouble at all using that. You can see I've got pan in quite a few of these shades actually. And the final shade for October is going to come from my Tarte Buried Treasure palette. This was like a limited edition one, I think. And it is this shade down here at the bottom. This is called Naughty, N-A-U-T-I, because this is like nautical themed. So here is what that looks like. And it's just this kind of darkish, another kind of burgundy-ish color. It's not showing up as purpley as it is in person, but there you go. That is the color palette for October, which honestly, this works perfectly for like spooky season, Halloween, fall, so I'm digging it. So there you go. There is my Eyeshadow Roulette shades for October. All right, now it's time to dive into the items that I'm going to be using in this month's makeup basket. Now, full disclosure, I am going to be using a lot of Project Pan items this month because I kind of fell off the wagon with those and did not use them as I'd intended this last quarter. So I need to like get the ball rolling, get back into the groove of things. So a lot of the products are going to be from my Project Pan. If you are curious about how my Project Pan is going, I'll link the most recent update up above. But if you watch that, you will have seen some of these items already. I hope you don't mind that, but I am trying to like hit some goals by the end of the year, and we are down to the final 3 months. So there you go. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the items that I am going to be using this month for my makeup basket. So I have actually already gone through and like picked items out and just put them into my little makeup case. So I'm gonna go ahead and tip you down again and just take you through it, show you the items that I've got in here, the items I'm going to be focusing on. So here we go. All right, so here's my mix of items, including, again, some things from my Project Pan. So let me just go ahead and start with base products, and then we'll move through. So the first one that I have in here is this Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is the only face primer that I currently own, so obviously it is the one that I'm currently using. I like that this is sticky because it helps my makeup kind of stick to it. I find it easy to apply makeup over top of, so I am really enjoying this, and I'm glad that I picked up the full size. I'd had a little like mini earlier in the year, but I went ahead and got that full size because I did really enjoy it. So that will be the primer I'm going to use. Then we have a few base products. So the first one that I have is this Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. I don't have much of this left, and I would like to go ahead and get it used up. I know it looks kind of gross in there, but it is a green color corrector. But as you can see, it kind of dries to like a actual brownish skin color shade. So I like this when I'm dealing with redness, especially because one of the base products I'm going to be using from my Project Pan is this Too Faced Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer, which is very, very light coverage. So I can pair these two together and get like some decent coverage, especially as this will hide the red, and then this evens everything out. So I will be pairing those two together. The other base product that I have is this Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. This is in the shade 1N06. So I am really enjoying this. Again, this is the mini. I could see myself purchasing a full size of this once I use this up, but I also want to get through some other base products first. But I love this. It looks really pretty on my skin. It's like a perfect shade match for me. So I've really, really been enjoying this, and I'm going to continue to use it into October. It's not pumping out right now. I'm pretty much getting down to the bottom, so I do have to like pull the top off and like put it on my finger right here and then use that to apply. But I'm very much enjoying this, and I would like to go ahead and use this up if possible this month, but we will see. Okay, sticking with base products, I am still using the Nakia Joy Cosmetics setting powder. This is her Velvet Finishing Powder. This is not the vanilla scented one. This is just the regular one. So I do like this. I think it looks really nice on the skin. I could see myself repurchasing this, although I did pick up the setting powder from Beauty Bakery when I was at Target. If you want to see that shop with me video, it's linked up above, whichever way, over here I think. So yeah, check that out. But I will be continuing to use this one. I'm getting down though, so I don't know how much longer I will have to use this, but I do have that Beauty Bakery one if I happen to run out. To set my under eyes, I am still using the number 7 Perfect Light Pressed Powder. As you can see, we're getting some serious pan on there. I'm probably going to have to repress it at some point, but it looks very pretty on my under eye as well. Sorry about the fingerprints. That looks kind of hideous, but you know, it is what it is. But yes, that is the powder that I use to set my under eyes. All right, now for color products. I have this Glossier Cloud Paint in my Project Pan, and obviously I will be working on this one. I also have the Tarte lipstick in Salt Life, which is also in my Project Pan, that I use as a cream blush. So as you can see, we're getting down to the end of that one as well. And then I also have the Dandelion blush from Benefit right here, which I have repressed, as you can see. So those will be the 3 blushes that I'm going to be working on this month. I'm hoping that this one will be done. I feel like that should be pretty easy, but we will see how that goes. So I will not be adding in any other blushes because I already have 3 in my project pan. Okay, on the off chance I want a bronzer, I do still have this Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer in here. I barely use this. So as you can see, like it shows basically like no signs of usage. I don't use this side over here. I only use this side. This side looks kind of orange on me, but yeah, I've got that in there. And then I also am going to put a highlighter back in. I'm going for the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. This is in the shade Be My Highlight. I like this one, but again, it's not getting much use. You can see it is flattened out a little bit there where it like domed up. But yeah, I'm going to put that one back in and see if I can get some use out of that this month as well. As far as eye products go, I'm still using the Benefit Roller Liner. I still have the Glossier Lash Slick. I use this mostly on my lower lash lines, or on my lower lashes rather, because I don't love the way it looks on my upper lashes so much. And then I'm going to bring in this Revolution Blowout High Volume Mascara that I picked up when I went to Ulta. I have not opened this. I just peeled like the plastic off of it today, but I finished the one from Bite Beauty this morning, so we're gonna roll this one in and use that one on my upper lashes. For my brows, I do have this ABH Brow Powder Duo in Ash Brown. I don't use this every day, but you know, it's here. You can tell I have been using it a little bit. And then the other brow product that I've been using is this Urban Decay Brow Blade. So it's the dual-ended one. It's got like a fine tip pencil here, and then it has the liquid brush right here. I like to use the pencil to fill in like sparseness on around my arch, and then this is really, the brush is really good for like the front of my brows. And then I also have this ABH Brow Primer. You can see it's getting scratched off right here, that I also use every day. So those are kind of my everyday brow products. For my lips, I have this little lip balm from NARS. This is, again, is in my project pan. This is the Orgasm lip balm. So I've just got this little sample here. And then I'm also going to roll in the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. I think this is in the original shade, Fenty Glow 01. Oh, there we go. I don't really remember if this was the original or not, but I'm going to go ahead and put that in as well. This is a little bit more of a fall-based color. That Orgasm lip balm is very, very pink, so I feel like this gloss will be nice for fall and hopefully can be something that I can remember to actually apply, because I am terrible about lip products. So there we go. That is going to be everything that I'm going to be putting in my makeup basket for the month of October, and we will see what I can actually get some use out of. And that brings us to the end of another monthly makeup basket and eyeshadow roulette video. If you enjoyed, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.